Alright, so we're going to go over Barre Chords Volume 1. I have the camera kind of zoomed in close to my hands just so you can hopefully see it. But here what we're going to do is essentially show you what a bar is, and then we're just going to find the notes and know where to start, okay? So a bar is when you play more than one note with one finger. In this case, it's going to be your first finger, which is your index finger, right? So for example, the first song starts on an A. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find an A and base it off the E string, okay? Or either actually your top or bottom, they're both E's. But if I'm thinking the sixth string, because I've done that before, I go E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, right? So what I'm going to do is this is an A, I'm going to go to the top two strings, that's my B and E, excuse me, and I flatten my finger. So if you can see it there, hopefully, try and zoom in even a little bit more. So you see my finger is flat. The other thing I'd recommend is instead of doing it totally straight, I like to use a little bit more of the side of my finger, a little bit more of this part of my finger. So what I do is I flatten my finger. Now you'll see on your sheet there's two different shapes. If it's major, it should look like this, then my second finger, then my third finger, okay? Third finger, second finger, first finger, right? Now notice my first finger is flat, so I'm actually playing two different notes. Then I'm going to add my second finger. Then I'm going to add my third finger. So the nice thing here is I get an actual major triad. With power chords, we were just doing root 5. Now with open chords, you were doing major, minor. But the nice thing with a bar chord is that it's immovable. So now I can play chromatically, meaning I can play any major or minor chord. Whereas open chords, we only really learn the A, B's, and E's so far. So in this case, it's a major shape. And I'm starting on A, so this would be an A major bar chord. Now if you look at your other shape, minor is almost the same thing, but you remove your second finger, and then your bar has to now go across 3 strings instead of 2, which would give you this. So this would be A minor. Right, as opposed to A major. So it makes sense, right? Here's major. When you let go of this, it goes to your bar, so you're flatting the third, which is what a minor triad is. Okay, so if I'm looking at the first song, for example, Three Little Birds, there's only 2 chords. There's an A chord and a D chord. In this case, they're both major because there's no minor sign, right? If you just see the letter, you assume it's major. So that means this. This would be A major, okay? Now if I want D major, I just find the D, and I'm basing it off my first finger. So A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D. I go up here because that's my bar. Same exact shape. It's a little out of tune there, but that's okay for now. So anyways, in that first song, I do 2 measures of A, 1 measure of D, 1 measure A. So they give me something like this. Now I go to a D chord. Same shape. Then I go back to an A chord, right? Now I'm not gonna, typically I don't really have you do this one with a metronome or to a strict BPM, unless you've played guitar before, taken some lessons before, then sometimes I will. But really this sheet is just an intro, so I just want you to get through these songs moving the chords. So remember, you really just need to find the note, and then if it's major, you're gonna do this shape. If it's minor, you just take off your second finger. The biggest thing is you're trying to get used to flattening your first finger, what's called a bar, and then these 2 fingers have to be curled. So that's the hardest part. This flattens, this curls. If you have an electric guitar, you might want to try an electric guitar first. It's significantly easier than acoustic, although either is fine. And also expect a little buzzing at the beginning. Again, you should get 4 notes, but at the beginning, especially with the bar, it's not uncommon to get a little bit of buzzing, so you want to keep working on it, and gradually your fingers will get stronger and it will get easier. So this is the intro to bar chords. Later on, you'll bar up to 3, 4, 5, or even 6 strings. Essentially, your first finger can be a capo. And that's when we get a full 6-string bar chord, but in this case, we're just doing the top of it in order to kind of ease our way a little bit more into it. So that's Barre Chords Volume 1. Good luck.